Do you know how a random escape created a Lamborghini? Do you know how a poor farmer's son managed to create a Lamborghini? Let's uncover the answers to these questions in this video. Few people have not heard the name of the iconic Lamborghini supercar and fallen in love with it. Beautiful, fast, and expensive car that many have only seen in pictures, yet still adore. Perhaps relative to those who know Lamborghini cars, fewer have heard the name of Ferruccio Lamborghini, the founder of this company. Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1926 in the town of Renezza, Italy. He was born to farming parents and often helped his parents on the farm during his youth. But this was not his heart's desire, and he disliked working on the farm. He was more interested in technical tasks and spent his time on a farm separating and assembling mechanical parts. During his youth, he set up a small workshop on his father's farm and spent most of his time there, even once nearly setting the workshop and farm on fire out of curiosity. Seeing their son's interest and aptitude for technical work, his parents decided to send Ferruccio to the Tedini Technical Institute near Bologna, and this led him to develop a greater interest in these types of occupations. In 1940, he joined the Italian Air Force and entered World War II. He quickly became adept at repairing and maintaining military vehicles, earning a good reputation for himself, and was appointed head of this department at a garrison. 1945, following World War II, he was captured by the British and spent a year in captivity. After his release, he married his wife. During a honeymoon trip, he noticed that surplus military vehicles were being auctioned off for sale as scrap. He began purchasing some of these vehicles and built a garage at his home. Ferruccio Lamborghini converted these vehicles into tractors and sold them. Meanwhile, at coinciding with the birth of his son, he lost his wife. He had managed to make a good income from selling these tractors and officially opened his company in 1949, launching his first official product under the name Countach. The company became one of the largest producers of tractors and agricultural machinery until the late 1960s. Due to his strong interest in cars, he was able to purchase several modern and efficient cars of that time, such as Maserati, Fiat, Ferrari, and more. During a trip to America, he expanded his activities into the field of heating and ventilation systems and achieved great success. Ferruccio Lamborghini in 1958, following his increasing success, purchased a Ferrari 250 GT model during a trip in Monterello. Initially, he believed he had bought the best car in the world, but upon driving the vehicle, he realized it had many flaws. Therefore, he wrote a letter to a Ferrari company manager, Enzo Ferrari, criticizing the faulty clutch system of the Ferrari and stating that the company's after-sales service was poor, and Ferrari did not respond to customers' criticism. In response, Enzo Ferrari stated that a tractor manufacturer had no right to speak about sports cars. This led Ferruccio Lamborghini to decide to make modifications to this car himself. He thought he could create a car that would be superior to Ferrari in every way and have better performance. He wanted to use parts from tractors in these cars to profit more than Ferrari. Thus, in 1963, he founded the Lamborghini company in Bologna, Italy. He chose the location of this factory very carefully to be close to tractor and ventilation system companies and on the route of Ferrari and Maserati companies. He chose the raging bull symbol for his brand and started working by employing young engineers who had very good experience in designing Ferrari engines. In this way, he was able to introduce the first version of the Lamborghini GTV 350 to the Turin Motor Show after 7 months. In the 1970s, Lamborghini companies were on the brink of bankruptcy, with the reason being the cessation of agricultural machinery imports to South Africa and the problems of the companies under its ownership worsened day by day, until 51% of the shares of its tractor manufacturing company were sold to a Swiss merchant for $600. In the 1970s, Lamborghini companies were on the brink of bankruptcy, with the reason being the cessation of agricultural machinery imports to South Africa, and the problems of the companies under its ownership worsened day by day, until 51% of the shares of its tractor manufacturing company were sold to a Swiss merchant for $600,000 in 1973. Following the European oil crisis, the situation worsened, and he was forced to sell the remaining shares of his tractor manufacturing company. Ferruccio Lamborghini therefore managed his companies and gradually contemplated retirement. He finally passed away in 1993 after a few years of retirement due to a heart attack in a hospital in Perugia. Since then, all of his companies under his ownership have been active until today. And that was the exciting story for today. I hope it has brought you some enjoyable moments. Thank you for watching, for being with us, and for supporting us. Like the video now and join us. We'll see you soon in other videos.